How you guys doing? It's Mike, back with the thought of the day on October 3rd, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today, I'd like to give a message out to the fellas and talk about edification and how being able to receive edification was important in my journey and still is. Edification, for those who don't know, is being corrected, being set on a new path by taking words of wisdom, scriptures, and advice from other brothers. My journey started after reviewing my fourth step and really being able to see my inventory of my life and seeing where I was flawed at and understanding that my moral compass was upside down. Then I had to look at my character defects. And once I had my character defects in tow, I had to really pray to God to remove my character defects. Then after that, it was time for the journey to be able to get edified and be willing to accept it. You know what I mean? A lot of us grew up in a single parent household with a mother, so taking instructions and advice from other men was really neglected and really looked at as judgment and things of that nature, where it really is not. So my first area was when I started at my new church. I got edified in terms of smoking. I was used to smoke Black and Mild, and especially like the filter tip. But once I started hearing the lessons about defiling my temple, I knew that I had to stop. I didn't go home with an attitude saying, why they talking to me like that? Why they judging me? I received it. I researched it with the scriptures and myself. And then I revived by stop doing it. The next area I had to do was becoming a leader in marriage. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing, being that two marriages that I had didn't work out, and me being the head, it fell on me. So I had to understand, what do I need to do to edify my marriage? So through counsel, I learned the role. Through counsel and lessons, I learned the proper spiritual role of a husband. And I received that when the brother told me, like, bro, the submission that starts with you. You want her to submit, but you got to teach her how to submit through the way you submit to Christ. She learns by watching you submit to Christ. I didn't fight it and arguing and tell him he was judging me and he didn't know what he was talking about. I received it. I researched it through the scriptures, and then I revived by practicing it. Then I saw the fruits come from the labor. And now, just recently at Feast of Tabernacles, a whole lot of us got edified through one of the lessons when they basically told us straight up, like, if the world was to stop today and you had to take care of your family in the wilderness, what can you do? How many of you guys know how to fish? How many of you guys know how to hunt? How many of you guys know how to start a fire? How many of you know how to filter water? How many of you know how to take care of your family? Do you know how to identify poisonous snakes? Do you know which bushes look like what? And I really had to really come to understand that I really didn't know none of this stuff. So that night when we was around the campfire, a couple brothers and myself, we didn't sit around and complain about what was being taught to us and take it as judgment and start whining and complaining. We said, yo, we got to get our stuff together because they right. We got to get better. And I say all of this to say that, brothers, we got to get better at receiving edification from other brothers. Iron sharpens iron. And a lot of us, like I said, has been raised, and we pick up some of those emotional traits from a single mom. So as soon as another brother tell you an area where you should improve at, we automatically start crying, saying somebody judging us, you don't know who you talking to, and this and that, instead of receiving it, researching it, and reviving. Now, you might research something and find out that brother is wrong, and then you go talk to him and let him know, nah, when you tried to edify me, it was wrong. But we got to be able to receive it and research it first. And that's how we get better, man. If I have a brother that I know is struggling with in the area, I should be able to come to that brother and tell him that, and he should be able to tell me in the area that I'm struggling in, and that's how we get better. We've been put in a society with social media not being able to have physical contact with a lot of people and just read what we read online. So a lot of us have grown to be super sensitive and emotional about somebody trying to tell us some things to get better. I welcome edification as long as I can research it and know you're telling me the truth. I welcome that. Now, we'll take edification for external things. If we feel it could make us more money or it could get us more women, then we're willing to listen. But when we got to deal with the internal things of our spirit and us being better husbands and us being better fathers and this and that, then we take offense to what's being said. And that's the things that we need to change. Those are the roots. So, fellas, if you out there, be willing to accept edification from other men that might be spiritually ahead of you, that might have been married longer than you, that know how to handle situations that you haven't encountered yet. It's okay. Don't take it as an insult. Don't take it as somebody's coming at you, somebody's trying to judge you. We trying to get each other better so we can all get to that kingdom. Remember, when in terms of edification, receive it, research it, and revive from it. Turn out to be a better person. Again, receive it, research it, and try to revive from it. This brother Mike, enjoy your day. Shalom.